This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Yeah. Hello, look at there. It's Bwaaa.
Bwaaa.
Podcast.
Yeah, we're back.
So we took a week off for the He Is Risen Day and went and hid some eggs. And I don't know. I mean, I know I ate one chocolate bunny. How many did you eat?
I didn't eat any chocolate
You didn't eat
bunnies.
any chocolate bunnies?
No, I went to a Willie Nelson concert that weekend though.
Willie Nelson, where at?
Whitewater Amphitheater in Canyon Lake,
Oh, wow.
which is right
that's
outside
very
of New Braunfels.
Yeah.
It was pretty good for a 90-year-old man. He put on a damn good show, I have to say, for his age. Like I was expecting. There was a David Allen Coe concert here in town one time, and he's a man who's also quite elderly. Yeah. And people were like, it was like he had handlers. It was like he wasn't even aware of where he was or anything like that. But Willie Nelson, man, he walked right out on stage, got the crowd all fired up.
How long did it last?
He played. Well, it lasted a little. Well, we had Robert Earl Keen played first, and that was pretty good.
That's pretty amazing.
He did a pretty good show. And then Willie came out. Willie played for probably a good hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Almost 2 hours.
I saw him. I've seen him twice. Once at Billy Bob's, and that was an hour, maybe a little less than an hour. And then saw him at Ranger Stadium, whatever that new place is called.
Yeah, he had his son with him too. So
it was him and Chris Stapleton, and so that was pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he had his son with him. They played one of his son's songs called
I think
"Everything Is Bullshit." Well, it's called Willie Nelson and the Family.
Yeah,
that's what it's called now. So I think that's what he's been doing, I guess, now for the last 20 years has been him and his family, because It's been Willie Nelson and Family for all the events. Yeah. I know that whenever he put the family band back together, his sister is she's since passed, but she was an amazing piano player, and she played piano, I think, for him at the very beginning, maybe, or no, I don't think, I don't remember how it goes, but she ended up coming back for him and playing piano again after not playing music with him for 30 years. And she played in the family band until she recently passed. I think she passed last year, actually.
So, Rusty, this being a That Ain't Right Friday, we have, I believe, a couple of guests.
Yeah, we're supposed to have some guests.
We have, looks like Brandon and Chris.
Yes,
I'm going to bring Brandon in because I can see him on the camera there. So let me bring him in. Brandon.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm like way off to the side. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we're welcoming in Chris and Brandon from the Short Pour podcast. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
How's it going?
Good. It's good.
Welcome.
So tell me about your show, number one, and then we'll make fun of everything, and then we'll kick you out.
Okay. So essentially, we just both drink a beer, and then we come up with some random topic somehow related to the beer, or like the can art or something. Really, the beer actually has nothing to do with it. We are not experts on beer at all, but
yeah, it's just kind of a jumping off point to get us into an interesting topic. And we kind of like learn something. We go through like maybe some history, some weird facts, something like that. And all the while we're just drinking the beer. And then kind of at the end, we wrap it up, and then we say some final thoughts on what we thought the beer was, and read some reviews of them, and kind of just make fun of things along the way.
So give me a couple of examples. Like what were the couple of them that you can really remember and the facts that they generated?
Okay, yeah. So we did a whole episode on like narwhals.
And, that's awesome. Yeah.
the can that we had like this can had like a double horned narwhal. Yep. And apparently that's a real thing. So we learned about those. It's technically a tooth. It's not actually a horn.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's got to be hard to eat with.
That's a cool concept, though. I like the idea that you look at the can or whatever graphics on the can, and you come up with a topic out of it. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is cool. So what now, Chris? You're on the hook. Give me one.
Yeah. So one that we recently did that I enjoyed was I like a lot of cream ales, and I discovered that last year that's kind of my go-to now.
Yeah.
Cream ale. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, they're delicious. I love them. But that kind of like gave me a springboard into thinking about like milk, and then like how did humans start drinking milk? And so we did a whole dive into that, and it's a lot sadder than you would initially think.
Oh, I would imagine. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was just some weirdo just started sucking on cow teat.
See, yeah, exactly. Yeah. A lot of people like that's the go-to, but
I always thought it was like a bet or a dare.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was leaking and reached down there and like put their finger on it or something and licked their finger. Like, oh, this tastes like cream.
It's not half bad. But the fact of the show for me on that one was that we have to build up the tolerance. Like as humans, we need to build up the tolerance to ingest milk from other animals and like keep it.
Yeah.
So that means that all of the earliest humans who were drinking other animals' milk were just suffering through lactose intolerance.
Oh, that's
awesome. They pushed through
they kept going
until we could reap the benefits.
You know, honestly, it sounds like every lactose intolerant person I know, they're like, I'm gonna eat. They're like, there's like one dairy product that they will eat that they'll suffer through just because they like it so much.
Yeah, it's worth it.
My friend's mom growing up, she was lactose intolerant to ice cream, but like every weekend she had like one tub of ice. Like she would take us out for ice cream like once, like every Saturday. So she would always suffer that one day.
Can you imagine loving something so much that you're willing to put up with, I don't know, a day's worth of diarrhea for it?
Well, now they have medication for it. So you could take the pill and drink the milk.
Yeah.
So
that sounds like me with my son. You know, we had a baby last year and I put up with him every day and he has diarrhea a lot. So, you know, I love him enough.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not saying the love would wane. I'm just saying it might change a bit. You know, just hey, there's a great book out there called "Who Ate the First Oyster," and it's about those very things. Who picked up an oyster, opened it up? Number one, who opened it up, and then when you look at it, it's just snot. I mean, you know, but somebody went, "Oh yeah, that's it. Damn, you know?
Didn't even attempt to cook it."
Yeah, no.
So, how long you been doing the show?
We've been doing this for a little over a year. I think we started last February, technically.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you guys located?
We're in Kansas City, Missouri.
No, I mean specific addresses. Where are you so that we can...
Yeah.
So Kansas City, huh?
Okay.
Yes.
Are Chiefs fans?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are. Yeah. But we've been Chiefs fans the whole time, well before Mahomes got here.
So I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan, and I have to do that exact same thing. Like, yeah, they're bad now, but we got 5 rings, and I was there the whole time, and you know, then I tell all the stories that go along with it.
That's exactly what Cowboys fans do. You remember that time in 1996 when we won a Super Bowl? Barely remember it, but yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So tell me about your tie to King of the Hill.
Well, I guess it was like our family's comfort show before we knew what a comfort show was. It was just always on. And it was one of those things like our dad like loved it. So he just always had it playing. And it was always on like Cartoon Network or something like that.
Sure.
So we watched a lot of it.
So give me, I guess favorite, I was going to say favorite episode and favorite character. I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Favorite
if you
episode,
can pick out
favorite
one good episode, we'll start with you, Chris. What's your favorite episode? Or it doesn't have to be by the name or anything like that, but what do you remember the most from an episode?
Okay, well, this might seem bad at first, but I remember the most. My least favorite episode is the Miss Wakefield episode, the one where the old lady wants to die in their home at Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It's so frustrating.
That's a weird episode. Yeah, that is definitely one of the weird ones.
That is the one that we always avoided growing up. It would come on, we're like, nope, skip it.
That's the one you like the least.
Yeah, that's the one I like the least. That's the one that stands out the most to me.
Tell me about best.
That's tougher.
It is very hard.
It is tougher.
It is.
Because like you said, I have watched through the series so many times.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite ones would probably be, I like the one where Dale figures out that his dad is at the gay rodeo.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
yes.
That's a really good
radio story. Go ahead and tell him, Mike.
Yeah, so I was brought into a meeting. This has been, I don't know, a couple months ago. And because basically what I do here is I come up with new concepts. I meet with clients as far as like their before they start a show, and we talk, pre-production, production, things like that. And so I was brought onto a Zoom call, and they said they wanted to start a show, and they said it was something about a rodeo. And I came in, and number one, as soon as I came into the room, the guy goes, "Hello," and so that I knew that it was a kind of rodeo. And I'm not making fun of anybody or anything. This is literally the way the guy talks. "Hello," that kind of thing. And so they proceeded to tell us that this was for the International Gay Rodeo Association. And I was like, "Oh my God!" I told both of them. I said, "I know nothing about this. The only information I have is from this one episode of King of the Hill." Yeah. And then they go, "Oh yeah, the one where he finds his dad." And so we just immediately, synced up. So it was great.
So did they say that it was like pretty, like, was that good information or?
Yeah.
They loved it. Yeah, they loved it.
That's awesome.
No, good.
Like,
Yeah.
It was something really cool to bond over,
Yeah, it might be the only pop culture reference ever to a gay rodeo.
Yeah, I don't think there's many.
Yeah.
And one that's not explicitly like a negative too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they've been doing episodes for, I don't know, the last couple of months or so for all their events and all this stuff. So I mean, it's fantastic. Once again, I feel like I have to make this statement almost every show, where King of the Hill is perceived as this red hat type show, and it just literally is not.
Yeah,
it could not be further from the truth. It teaches a lesson every time. There's something morality wise. Hank is not a right-leaning man. He does what he needs to do. I mean, it's a different.
And well, not only that, like we've been doing this show now for almost like 3 years, 3.5 years, something like that. And out of like everybody who's contacted us at that time, I mean, it's like a smorgasbord of people. I mean, like the fan base for King of the Hill is just really just like insane. We get these insane letters sometimes about like people talking to, political stuff like, "Oh, Hank would do this or Hank would do that." And then, you get like, "Oh, I'm a transsexual basket weaver." And they're like, "I love King of the Hill," so it's just like this huge like spectrum of people that watch the show, and it kind of trips us out sometimes.
I'm not sure you can say that anymore. Basket weaver.
Oh, basket weaver.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone over kind of the best. Now, Brandon, did you tell us your
No, he
best
didn't.
one?
I want to hear Brandon's favorite.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Mine is probably "That's My Purse, I Don't Know You."
Yeah.
That's iconic. Yeah, that's a very iconic one. I see a lot of being in the King of the Hill like sphere on Instagram. Like my entire feed for like our shows, a lot of like King of the Hill related stuff. So I'll see every now and again, it'll be like a tattoo artist doing like a "That's My Purse, I Don't Know You" tattoo. That's got to be like the number one tattooed King of the Hill thing is like Bobby Hill.
Yes.
Yeah, Bobby Hill in various positions and times of his life. So give me, and this is for both of you, I guess, however you want to handle that. How are y'all feeling about the update? I'm not going to call it a reboot.
The revival.
They call it the revival.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Like, I remember because it like was going strong, and then like it was like a real sudden, like all of a sudden stop. Like I think there was more that was like in the works. So I'm excited to see where it kind of goes and how Bobby has changed through his time.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're fast forwarding. I like the fact that they're adding on some years. Yeah,
I like it.
I feel like they need to at this point also, just to kind of work in the long actual time gap.
Yeah. Well, they did the same with Beavis and Butthead. They aged them up in the new Beavis and Butthead deal, and they had them looking old.
Were they older?
Well, what they did is it's like in the universe. It's kind of weird how they did it because it's them as teenagers most of the time, like half of the time, but then it like forwards to them being.
Oh, does it
like,
really? Oh, see, I guess I've not watched enough of them.
Like 50-something-year-old men, which is kind of funny.
Oh, not 50.
Oh yeah.
Well, Chris, you said you're excited for it as well.
Yeah, the last I heard, they were still just working on it. Has there been any more recent?
Yeah. There's a lot of updates. They're at like post production. Like right now.
We thought that they were. There was a rumor going around that May 25th was like the first.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. So,
but
we've
since heard. Yes, we're getting very close. I'm thinking it's probably June. But we've since been informed about this thing that's going on in Austin on May 30th. It's called the ATX TV Festival, and the entire cast and crew are going to be there taking questions and giving previews and things like that. Okay. So I would imagine right after that, some like first couple of weeks of June, something like that. So, but we've got 2 seasons coming now. That doesn't mean what it used to. That's probably 10 episodes. But dude, I'll take them. Yeah. I'm very excited about it. I think it ought to be pretty cool. I'd say the entire cast. It's really only Toby, Huss, Lauren, Tom, Pamela Adlon, then some of the producers and showrunners.
I was gonna say there was some drama in the King of the Hill Facebook page. Jonathan Joss, the voice of John Redcorn, he lives in San Antonio, and his house just recently burnt down, like the childhood home that he grew up in, that he's lived in all his life. That thing just burnt down, and he wasn't invited. So I don't know if it's a slight on him because he wasn't the only one that's not invited. Kathy Najimy's not invited. Brittany Murphy wasn't invited. Tom Petty wasn't invited. But
I don't know that Tom Petty could have made it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so the Jonathan Joss was on Facebook telling everybody in the Facebook group that he wasn't invited, and then he told a story about how his dad used to shine shoes out of the theater out in front of the theater.
So it's being held at the Paramount.
Yeah, it's being held at the Paramount. I don't know what it used to be called, but whatever it was, his dad used to shine shoes Paramount outside of it for $5 a pop. Yeah. So he said that he is going to go set up a shoe shining deal.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Out in front of the theater. Because I guess he felt slighted by not being invited, but I imagine there's more nuances and stuff behind the scenes that we don't know.
Well, they may have only had 5 tickets. Also.
The guy is a little unhinged on social media. Like signs of drug addiction kind of things like that.
You add this much time to anybody, and they're going to be completely different people than they were.
Yeah, well, not only that, he once tried to charge us $5,000 to talk to us for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my gosh,
he did come back. He was like, "Oh yeah, $5K, I'll be there."
Yeah, I tried to get him on the podcast, which would have been great to have him on, but he quickly messaged back and was like, "Yeah, $5K," and I was like, "Man, for a 30-minute Zoom call?" I'm like,
we've been able to talk. We've been able to talk to some folks. We talked to Dale's best friend right after Dale passed.
Yeah, Johnny Hardwick. After Johnny Hardwick passed, we got to talk to one of his best friends, Saint Scott.
Cool. Yeah, that was cool. And then we've talked to some other folks, like for some of our other shows. Like we talked to the guy who does the voice of Meatwad, not
Meatwad,
Frylock,
Carrie Means. Yeah, we got to talk to
folks like that. But King of the Hill folks are tough to find.
Yeah, it's
really
well. The thing is when we started the show, they were already in production, so there's a lot of people that are underneath NDAs that can't really come on the show and talk. So Wes Archer is one of.
But we're really hoping. Yeah, Wes Archer's actually answered you before.
Yeah, he's answered me, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do anything for you right now, but NDA." So
I'm assuming when they start up on this thing, and don't tell anybody, but we have applied for credentials to try and go cover this thing. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, if we could make it there, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's awesome.
We'll be right back after these quick words from our sponsors. This is Rogue Media Network.
Indulge in Blum's luxurious Lotus flower rolls. The green Lotus roll bursts with a caramel apple flavor, while the blue Lotus roll offers a smooth berry cream sensation. With our Crush for Flavor technology, enjoy an instant burst of natural, intense flavor anytime you desire. Elevate your experience with the finest creations nature has to offer. Explore the full collection at blumleaf.com. That's BLUUMLEAF.com. Blumleaf. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
And now, back to our show.
All right, so what do you guys do in real life?
Well, we actually both work at the same company. We used to both be teachers.
Just blurt it out. You were teachers, huh?
Yeah, I was a high school biology teacher for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
And what about you?
And I was a PE teacher for 5 years.
Oh, a PE teacher. See, that's
Okay.
What, 5 years?
Yeah, he was 5, yeah.
5 years?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys listened to this or not, but I taught for quite a while as well. So I taught high school, middle school, and some college. But I taught rockets, robots, art, and programming. So I taught all the stuff that you couldn't be state tested for. And that was by design. I did not want any part of that. No, the PE teachers have a tough time. They're just like art teachers, honestly, because our classes always ended up being the dumping grounds. Like if you can't find a place for a kid, throw them in PE, throw them in art, and then because what you want is you want a good disgruntled kid with a dodgeball in their hand or maybe a pair of scissors. That seems very seems an intelligent way to handle those kids that have outbursts of anger. Okay, so you said you did teach. What do you do now?
We're both engineering technicians.
Oh.
We're drafters now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Quite the switch up. We work like 20 feet from each other now.
Yeah.
Oh. And yet you still don't have a camera. I see how it is. Okay.
Who's the oldest?
Yeah.
I'm older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, by how much?
Yeah. 5 years.
Okay. Decent life growing up? Did you grow up around there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we grew up right around Kansas City. Well, in Kansas City for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's your least liked thing about Kansas City?
Probably the humidity in the summer.
The humidity
And the
summer.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
How
It's a
hot
tough
does it
summer.
get during the summer there?
I mean, we'll be over 100,
Okay.
but it'll it's the humidity it's just like stifling. Of like
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe that your barbecue is better than Texas barbecue?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, there was
Without
no
a
way.
question.
There was no pause, no anything. He said, "Yep."
Well,
yep,
I heard
done.
that in Kansas City, y'all have to slather a bunch of sauce on it to make it taste good. So I don't know. I've never had Kansas City barbecue.
vinegar based, right?
Yeah, we're very into the sauce. Yeah,
Are you a white sauce or a red sauce?
red sauce.
Red sauce. Okay. Where
Yep.
is white? White sauce is somewhere like a white.
That sounds like a Carolina.
Carolina.
Maybe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, they're more vinegar based. Ours tend to be more molasses based.
Okay.
Molasses
So you go
and ketchup.
sweet,
Yeah.
they go sour. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We just cook really good tasting meat, so you don't really need heavy amount of sauce.
I don't know,
like
man.
that.
In Texas, I hear you just taste the heat, not the meat. So
That's right. You got that right. We I am a very big fan of condiments. So
Yes.
and I do try to enunciate when I say that word, but
yeah.
I love a good sauce. I don't care which one it is. There is one barbecue place here that Hellberg's please sponsors. So they cook really good barbecue. It's always like if you go in and ask for moist, they'll give you. They know what you're talking about. They cook the big beef ribs and
they
things
give you
like
the wet
that.
pieces.
Yeah, burn ins. They do all that stuff, but they carry 3 different kinds of sauces. They carry a mustard based, more of a sweet sauce or molasses based, and then one of the white sauces. So it's kind of cool because you can get, you can take a little culinary trip, I guess.
Yeah.
With your barbecue.
Are you guys familiar with Provel cheese?
Provel? No.
Okay, I figured not. So it's kind of an interesting little like mix. There's a place. It's on the Kansas side.
Is it provolone or is it
provolone
and Velveeta?
No.
Oh
no, it's its own. So there's a place on the Kansas side called Slaps, and what they've done is they've taken this Provel cheese, which is big in St. Louis, and it's kind of a funky cheese. It's it's kind of like provolone. It's very, very like melty and almost like liquidy, like not as stretchy as mozzarella.
Yeah.
And they use it on pizza, but at Slaps they put it on their like pulled pork and their brisket sandwiches, and it melts all into it, and it hits. It's really good because like that funky cheese cuts through with all the sweet sauce and the meat, and it's really good.
So when it melts,
onion rings.
Just make like a puck. Like it just all makes a big clump with cheese and sauce and meat.
It's like almost just like dripping down the side. It's like
messy.
super belty. Yeah. It's messy. Yeah.
And you said something about onion rings.
There's onion rings on the sandwich too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now
it's my favorite sandwich here.
And this has nothing to do with anything, but I had I get these little inventions in my head every once in a while, right? And this is, you're all are gonna think I'm an idiot, but I always wanted to make this sandwich called a trucker sandwich or whatever you want to call it, right? Trucker burger. And so it's a regular hamburger, cheeseburger, whatever you want on it, but you also put just a hash brown patty, a round hash brown patty in it.
Oh,
because as you're driving, you can eat it with one hand. You don't have to reach in and get your fries.
Yeah.
So for truckers, they can eat it and drive.
That sounds pretty
That
good.
would be my commercial,
I kind of do that. If I go to McDonald's, I get the chicken McGriddle.
You're welcome, Burger King.
And I'll put my hash brown on my chicken McGriddle and eat it like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are always on like a secret menu or something. You can order it's like B style over at In-N-Out and
yeah.
I don't know if Whataburger has a thing like that though.
I don't eat Whataburger.
Do you guys have
anymore,
Whataburgers there?
We recently got Whataburgers mostly because of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He advocated for them.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, good for him. Good for him.
Where did he buy a franchise?
That's right. No. He's from Texas. Remember, he played at Tech
White
and all
House.
that. So he's probably big on the Whataburger. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that gets so ingrained in us around here. Because frankly, it's okay.
It used to be great. It sucks now, honestly.
Yeah, I understand.
In-N-Out might even be better than Whataburger.
I'll
these
get
days.
dragged for this, but it's not what it used to be. And it's not since the company bought them and started spreading them out and things like that. But when you're talking about the Whataburgers that Hank and those guys go and eat, that was a different burger. It was. It was a little meatier. It was a little sloppier. Things like that.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah. I long for an old Whataburger.
Yeah, well, I don't think they taste the same. I think since that company bought them out and the Chicago company bought it, that
it's just like cigarette filters.
I think
when you eat them,
I think they
cut
costs on food, and it just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah. So give me let's anything but this has turned into a food episode, but but barbecue. What is your go-to? So like if you're just feeling like, screw this, I deserve to go get something. This is my thing. I'm going to go get this one thing. I'm going to go. So for me, and I'll just go ahead and give you mine. For me, there's a place here called Bush's Chicken, and I will go and get the 8-piece gizzards with fries, and it comes with a little gravy.
They call it 8-piece, but it's more like a 22-piece. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Always order the small one because you're going to get way more than one. Anyway, I take that home, sit in the dark, watch some TV, and I'm happy, and then I can pass out after that. So what is y'all's go to like that?
Oh man. Do you have one? Do you want to go?
It can be local, it could be a local place.
Yeah. Ours is probably Lulu's Noodles. It's like a Thai noodle place.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Like hand pulled noodles and stuff like
that. Yeah, like the really long. I think my wife gets like the pad say you. Really anything you order there it's good.
Pad say you.
Yes.
What's different about that?
I don't know. My wife eats it.
There you go. Yeah.
It looks different than mine. I don't know. That's about it.
It's like if I tried to describe any of the salads that my wife eats, I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of
green.
different pads, like pad thai, like he said.
Paddington.
Pad means something. I don't know what it means though.
All right. So Brandon,
noodle.
you've had like 2 seconds. What's yours?
Yeah, I really like this place called Pizza Shuttle. They do this like cream cheese pizza.
Oh my!
And I love it. They're the only place I know around here that does that. But
do they put a
I
sauce
love
on
that
it with the cream cheese?
Yeah, it's like some cream cheese sauce. I don't know exactly like what it is,
it's like
but
a white sauce base.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yes.
What's your protein of choice on that?
Probably just pepperoni.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple.
Can't beat a freaking pepperoni pizza, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
pep.
Yeah. They make one here in town that uses 3 different kinds of pepperoni, and that's the one I always go to. Like, you get
who does that?
Well, you get the big ones, you get the regular ones, and then you get those little ones that come up. You know,
crisp up.
and
Yes.
you get all crispy on it. Oh boy, yeah.
Who makes that?
I want to say Mario's, but that's not right. It's whatever that place is. Mazio's, Mario's, Maybell's. I don't know, whatever their name is. They're like a block and a half from my house. So.
Oh yeah, Marcos.
There it is. Yeah, Marcos for the win. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. I hope that we can set one of these up again so that you guys can come in and maybe visit us on an actual episode day. That would be really cool.
That'd be great.
Just drag you guys through one of those episodes. But tell us what's coming up on your show. What we've got to look forward to. By the way, how many episodes are we talking about?
So we're doing like one a week.
Okay.
But again, like he had a baby, I've got a baby coming up in like about a month. So we've scaled back.
And congratulations to you. Yeah.
Thank you. We've scaled back to like one every other week. So we've slowed down a little bit from where we were.
So is this first babies for both of you, or?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Wow. Chris, it's your first one as well.
Correct. Yeah, he just turned 1 this month. So
all right,
awesome.
We got a he over there. What about Brandon?
Yep.
We got a boy too coming.
Oh, wow.
I just had one in September. That was my
nice.
third.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's my third son. I have 3 sons.
He has 3 sons.
I'm so
Nice.
proud of sons.
I have 5 children, and they're all moved out. So, but I'm old as hell, so that's that's to be expected, I guess. All right, guys. Well, we really enjoyed talking to you. Enjoyed meeting you. Thank you for your time on a Sunday morning.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
This will be the Friday episode, and I think people will really reach out and go to your podcast. So give us the best plug you can, and give us all your socials and stuff.
Yep. All right. Oh, did you want like a plug like right now?
Yeah.
Or just send?
Yeah.
No, tell me.
Yeah, you can plug it in right now. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to play a
live
sound.
plug.
I'm just saying, tell me the best thing about your show. Tell people why they should listen to it and where they can find you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think my brother and I, like, we're best friends. We get along super well, and I think that kind of comes through.
That's awesome.
We're just kind of laughing and making fun stuff basically their whole way throughout while learning a little something we were curious about.
Yeah. That's excellent. Where can they find you guys?
We're on Instagram at shortpourpod, and then we're also available if anyone wants to send in a recommendation on beer or topics at shortpourpod@gmail.com.
Heck yeah. Have y'all done the Alamo beer?
We have not actually.
Okay.
Well, if y'all happen to do the Alamo beer, and you want us to be a guest for that one would be fun
Happy
for
to.
us.
Yeah, would love
Oh
to.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be
Also,
awesome.
if you guys will privately, not here over the air, send us an address. I'll see if I can't find some Alamo beer around here and send it to you, because I would assume it's a lot easier to find here than it is there.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I haven't
never
seen it.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you were punking us. I didn't even realize it was a real thing.
No, not at all.
Well, actually, there is. I think it's a beer company out of San Antonio.
It is. Yeah.
That with the revival. See, with the revival of the
make
new
it
show,
out of
a bunch of stuff's
Oh
happening.
Yeah.
So there's a beer that's supposed to be official with like Mike
think-
Judge and King of the Hill.
I think
and
they're
everything.
making it out of the Pearl factory, because San Antonio is known for Pearl beer.
Yeah.
And so they have like a decommissioned Pearl brewer. huge brewery campus, right? That they've decommissioned, but they've left it called the Pearl, and they've got all these fancy restaurants and all this
I know
stuff
what
in
you're
it.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a beer thing?
Pearl is,
I didn't know
but
that.
Pearl is still huge in San Antonio, and I believe it's going through them.
Yeah, but it's going to be like an officially licensed Alamo beer.
Yeah.
So that would be cool to try to get y'all.
If you guys
And
get us an
then,
address,
Yeah, that's
I'll
awesome.
I'll make that commitment to where I send you a 6-pack if I can find them.
They're also
Yeah, that'd be
bringing
awesome.
King of the Hill to Fortnite.
Yeah, King of the Hill and
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite. So there you go.
Yeah.
So your children are already ruined. There he is.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Tell us the name of your pod one more time.
Short Pour Pod.
Short Pour Pod. Real
Short
easy to
Pour
say,
Pod.
easy to remember. Please go listen to these guys. Chris, Brandon, thank you so much, and we'll see you again
All right.
soon.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you
Y'all
guys.
Have a great day.
Thank you,
Okay.
Yeah,
guys.
you too.
We'll see you.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.